Here's a polished YouTube-ready article, script of about 2,000 words you can use for a video on the 2025 Kawasaki Ninja ZX-4R in the USA, written without headings and designed to keep viewers engaged from start to finish. The 2025 Kawasaki Ninja ZX-4R is one of the most exciting and talked about motorcycles in recent years, a bike that has rewritten the rules of what a middleweight supersport machine can be. For decades, riders who wanted true sport bike performance in a smaller, more approachable displacement had to make compromises. They either chose a nimble twin-cylinder 300-500cc bike that was fun but lacked punch, or they leapt up to 600cc and above, which delivered real performance but also higher costs, insurance premiums, and intimidating power. Kawasaki took a bold step with the ZX-4R by putting a high-revving 399cc inline-4 engine into a lightweight, super agile chassis, delivering something that feels like a full-blown supersport bike, but in a package you can ride every day. Kawasaki. From the moment you set eyes on the ZX-4R, you know it's not just another middleweight motorcycle. The aggressive styling borrows design DNA from Kawasaki's larger ZX-6R and ZX-10R, with sharp, aerodynamic fairings, twin LED headlights, compact LED taillight, and a flowing body shape that cuts through the air with minimal resistance. Even standing still, the ZX-4R looks ready to spring into action. It carries that classic ninja look that's both modern and unmistakably race-inspired. YouTube.com. Underneath that sleek bodywork lies a 399cc liquid-cooled inline-4 engine, a rarity in this class. Most 400cc bikes use twin-cylinder configurations, but Kawasaki's decision to go with 4 cylinders gives the ZX-4R an entirely different character. This engine doesn't just make power, it screams power. It revs to extraordinarily high RPMs with ease, offering linear throttle response and a soundtrack that is pure adrenaline. The ram air duct intake helps improve cylinder filling and increases performance at higher speeds, a feature often reserved for more expensive, bigger displacement bikes. Kawasaki. In the USA, the base 2025 Ninja ZX-4R ABS carries a manufacturer's suggested retail price (MSRP) of around $8,999, a figure that makes many riders take a second look when they realize just what they're getting for that money. That price puts a bona fide inline-4 supersport within reach of many riders who previously may have thought only leader bikes delivered that level of excitement. Auto evolution. Power figures for the US model are measured slightly differently than some overseas markets, but the bike produces lively output, strong for its displacement, and enough to hold its own even against some heavier and larger bikes when ridden with skill. The engine makes its peak horsepower high in the rev range, encouraging riders to really work the gearbox to unlock its full potential. That willingness to rev hard is part of the ZX-4R's personality. It rewards riders who are willing to push it. Kawasaki. The 6-speed transmission is slick and precise, and coupled with the standard assist and slipper clutch, it makes shifting smooth whether you're carving twisty canyon roads or blasting down a highway. The slipper clutch is not just a performance bonus. It helps prevent rear wheel hop when decelerating aggressively, giving riders more confidence when they're pushing the limits. Kawasaki. The Ninja ZX-4R also comes equipped with modern electronics that enhance both performance and safety. Kawasaki's traction control (KTRC) system has multiple modes to tailor power delivery to various conditions, and integrated ABS on the brakes ensures strong stopping power and stability under hard braking. The full-color TFT display is crisp and user-friendly, offering important information at a glance and even allowing smartphone connectivity via Kawasaki's Radiology app, so you can stay connected while you ride. Kawasaki. One of the things that sets the ZX-4R apart from other bikes in its segment is its handling. Kawasaki designed the chassis using insights from their World Superbike-inspired ZX-10RR, giving the bike a balance of rigidity and feedback that feels planted in corners yet playful when you want to hustle. The high-tensile steel trellis frame, combined with a 37mm inverted front fork and horizontal back link rear suspension, delivers confidence-inspiring performance across different riding scenarios, from tight city streets to fast, sweeping roads. The suspension offers enough compliance to handle everyday bumps, yet remains composed when the pace increases. Kawasaki. The braking setup on the ZX-4R is equally capable. Dual 290mm semi-floating front discs with radial mount 4-piston calipers provide strong, predictable stopping power, while the rear single disc ensures balanced performance. Kawasaki's compact ABS control unit helps maximize safety without adding unnecessary weight, crucial in maintaining the bike's responsive feel. Kawasaki. Despite its sport bike nature, the ZX-4R is not unforgiving. The ergonomics find a balance between aggressive and comfortable. The clip-on handlebars and slightly rear-set footpegs create a sporty stance, but the seating position doesn't throw you off on longer rides. For many riders, this means you can take the ZX-4R to the track on the weekend, enjoy a spirited ride through back roads during the week, and still feel good going out for longer trips without excessive fatigue. YouTube.com. Another often overlooked benefit of the ZX-4R is its versatility. Sure, it shines on the track. The nimble handling and high-revving engine are a blast in that environment, but it's just as comfortable on everyday roads. Kawasaki designed this bike to be something you can use every day, not just a garage queen. Whether running errands, commuting, or going on a weekend adventure, the Ninja ZX-4R adapts to your needs. YouTube.com. For riders considering the ZX-4R, it's worth talking about how this bike stacks up against the competition. Traditional 400cc twins like the Kawasaki Ninja 400 or Yamaha YZF-R3 offer approachable performance and excellent fuel economy, but they simply can't match the character and excitement of an inline 4. On the other hand, moving up to 600cc supersport bikes gives you more power, but also adds weight, cost, insurance, and complexity. The ZX-4R sits comfortably in the sweet spot, offering an experience that's closer to a bigger supersport bike, but without as many of the compromises. Reddit. However, it's important to be realistic about expectations. Some riders note that despite the high-revving excitement, the torque at lower RPMs isn't as strong as larger displacement bikes, so riding in city traffic can require more clutch and throttle work to keep the revs in the sweet spot. That said, riders who embrace the nature of the engine tend to love the way it rewards precise riding and rev management. Reddit. Ownership experience in the USA has been generally positive, with many riders praising the bike's build quality, sound, and overall performance. Some owners also talk about customizing their ZX-4R with aftermarket parts like upgraded tires, exhausts, or gearbox support to further enhance handling and personal style. Community discussions online reflect a passionate fanbase. Many owners express pure enjoyment riding their ZX-4R and appreciate the uniqueness of having an inline 4 in a middleweight package. Reddit. Price negotiations and dealer experiences vary, but many riders report being able to find competitive deals around the MSRP range, sometimes with discounts depending on location, demand, and timing. OTD out-the-door prices in the US commonly range based on taxes, fees, and accessories, but many buyers feel the performance per dollar offered by the ZX-4R is compelling relative to other bikes in the market. Reddit. For many riders, the ZX-4R isn't just about specs, it's about emotion and experience. Hearing the high-pitch wail of that inline 4 engine, feeling the responsiveness when you twist the throttle, and connecting with the bike through sharp handling creates a bond that's hard to replicate on more basic machines. Riding the ZX-4R isn't just transportation, it's pure motorcycling passion. YouTube.com. Another aspect that resonates with riders is the bike's appearance. The Ninja ZX-4R's bold styling and aggressive stance help it stand out in a parking lot full of sport bikes. It has that race-ready aura that draws attention without looking unnecessarily flashy. It's the kind of bike that makes you want to ride just because it looks exciting. YouTube.com. If you're new to sport bikes or a seasoned rider looking for something thrilling yet manageable, the 2025 Ninja ZX-4R deserves serious consideration. It provides a blend of high-end performance, technology, and everyday usability that few bikes at this price point can match. Whether you're dreaming of your first supersport bike or want a second bike that delivers pure fun, the ZX-4R can deliver a smile on every ride. Kawasaki. Ultimately, the 2025 Kawasaki Ninja ZX-4R is more than just a motorcycle, it's a statement. It shows that performance doesn't have to be reserved for big engines and big budgets. Kawasaki has given us a bike that's exciting, capable, and ready to redefine what riders expect from a middleweight sport bike in the USA.